A sign of the times, a food bank sets up on the streets of the nation's capital, aimed at feeding federal workers that are not getting paid. Many live paycheck to paycheck, so for some, this is the only way to feed their families. They aren't getting paid because U.S. President Donald Trump says if Democrats want to put them back to work, he needs money for his often promised border wall. Democrats have said no. They'll debate border security, but only after the government is reopened.
I can't see us keeping federal employees, 800,000 people, out of work while we go back and forth on negotiations. These negotiations could take 3 or 4 weeks.
Also appearing on the president's favorite conservative network, Fox, the vice president seemed to admit the federal workers are leverage.
I mean, isn't it really that you just want the leverage?
And what?
And that you figure if you don't keep the government closed, that then they're going to go nowhere.
Well, again, I was there. I was sitting right next to the president when Speaker Pelosi said, if we reopened the government and took 30 days to negotiate, that she would not give the president funding for
I want to ask you
border security or a wall.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi actually said no to a wall. Democrats say they will fund border security. The president walked out of that meeting, but as the polls turn against him and his wall, he's making Democrats an offer. He will reinstall the protections that he took away from around 1 million migrants in exchange for his wall. So far, Democrats say no. And as the impacts of the shutdown continue to spread across the country, from long security lines at airports to federal loans not being given, Americans are wondering how this ends with no answer in sight. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.